basic of the Yang style family Tai Chi Qigong sets. This movement is primarily upper body. It's very smooth and very easy to do. Again, I want you to pay attention to your own body and listen and do what you feel comfortable through each of the movements. And again, how big you make the circle is up to you. Okay? Do what you feel nice and comfortable with. And here we go. The first exercise is quiet standing. Bend the knees, sink the waist, shift to the right, weight on the right, step out left. The weight shifts from the right to the left and then equals 50-50. Toes point forward, knees bend, waist sinks and relax. Pull the hands away from the sides of the body. Hollow the palms. Thumb is pulled in slightly, small space between each of the four fingers. Elbows are rounded, the chest draws in, the shoulders relax, chin draws back, crown of the head goes up, and tailbone lightly pulls downward and tucks under. Tip of the tongue raises to the roof of the mouth, and as you hold those positions with the body, this is the internal alignments. Breathe in, lower stomach gets big, exhale out, inhale and out. The first exercise is quiet standing. It's just standing and breathing. Trying to connect that energy to sink down into the lower abdomen. Releasing all tension from the shoulders, neck, head, and let it fall and sink down into the soles of the feet. Stomach gets big on inhale. And then hold for a minute second, and then exhale and let it go. Inhale and exhale. Okay, breathe in, hands float up. Your feet are nailed to the ground. Relax and gently let it down. This is called rooted free movement. With your feet nailed to the ground, shake and wiggle, arms swaying like the branches of a willow tree, being blown by the wind. A little left, a little right. Don't move in the same pattern. It's chaotic movement. It's all over the place. Shake gently, turn, rise, fall, bend the knees a little, turn left, turn right, up high, down low. No particular pattern. Now, bring it back to the front. Breathe in. Softly let it down. Notice how your body tingles. If your body doesn't tingle after this exercise, then you need to do it a little longer. Relax. The next exercise, breathe in. Palm floats up. Exhale down. This is simply called the Chi sinks to the Dantian. This is the opening gesture, like the beginning of the Tai Chi form. Inhale, shoulder height. Exhale, bend the knees, sink it down. Release, stand, and begin again. Inhale, and down, exhale. Knees stay slightly bent. The weight is slightly forward on the balls of the feet. The heel and the 5 toes are pressed into the ground. As I inhale up and exhale down slowly and softly, just like opening the Tai Chi form. Breathe in, shoulder height, exhale down. Release, breathe in. Big and deep and full. Hold it and then slowly release. And the release is always a little longer than the inhale. Down, breathe in again, and exhale out. And last one, inhale, and exhale down. The name of this exercise is called Sink the Chi to the Dantian. Relax, let it go. Here, the hands scoop inward. Round, breathe in. Expand all the way up over your head, stretch it out, and softly let it down. Coordinate this with your breath. Your exhale is always longer. Scoop in again. Inhale. Pull it up high over the head. Open the arms. And then like wings, they reach out and gently fall. The thought here is to gather all negative feelings, negative emotions, old injuries, sickness, illness, pull it up out of the body, and exhale and let it down. Thus, the name of this exercise is called Expand the Chest and Clean the Body. Gather up all those negative things, pull them up and release. Slowly down, a few more times, breathe in. Expand and close. Inhale. As big as you can. Hold it, and then exhale, lowering the palms down. Inhale. Extract all the bad things out of the body, and then with your breath, release it, let it go. Old age, sickness and illness, negative feelings, negative emotions. Purge from the body as you breathe in and exhale out. Last one. Expand the chest and clean the body. The hands relax and gently turn outward. Here, breathe in, lifting upward slowly. Form a ball above your head. Bring it down through the crown of the head and wash down through the body. Breath is exhaling, following your palms. Release and turn the palms out again. Inhale slowly. Feel the weight of the chi around you. As you form it into a ball, bring it over your head, drop it down through the crown of the head, let it flood through the body, rinsing the body down to the feet, into the ground. It repeats again. Breathe in. Golden ball of white light. I bring it through the crown of the head called the byway point, which is called the 100 meeting points. It floods down through each of the acupuncture points through the body, rinses through the organs, pulls all negative energy out, and lets it flood through the soles of the feet into the ground. The palms turn over, I relax, and I breathe in with a deep, full breath. Feel the weight of the chi around me as I hold it and lift it above my head and form it into a ball of golden white light. As I exhale, I bring this ball down to the crown of the head, and it floods through the body softly, following the hands, rinsing down into the soles of the feet, into the ground, and then release, and the palms open again. As big a deep a breath as you can, and exhale down. Push it down. Open. Breathe in. Hold it and bring it through the crown of the head. Down into the legs, into the feet, into the soles, and into the ground. Lifting, pulling, forming a ball. Exhale, bring it down. From the last exercise where you cleanse the body downward, This exercise brings in and pulls the healing energy of all the heavens, forms it into a ball, and then gently let that energy come through the body, rinsing the body pure and clean with golden white light. Now, I give you this to think about as well on the last one. Breathe in. If I had a certain ailment or affliction, such as I had a shoulder injury, I would bring this down, and my shoulder injury, say on my right, I would actually guide my hands over my shoulder and hold this here. Flood that whole shoulder and right side of my upper body with golden white light, and then I'll bring it back down. And if I had a knee injury, say on my left leg, I would bring it down and hold it over my knee. Exhale, and then I would flood it down through my soles of my feet into the ground. So if I have a particular ailment or an injury, I hold my hands over that dark spot and flood it with golden white light until that spot becomes pure and clean with my breath, and I can repeat this over and over again. Inhale 3 times from your elbows. And gently let it down, relaxing deeper and deeper every time. Second one. It's a little bigger. And the third breath is bigger yet. And then gently let it down and spiral. And spiral the arms, big to small, until you can barely even see the hands moving. As the spirals become so small, you can barely see the hands even move. This was the cleansing toxic chi out of the body exercises. The next set is building chi exercises. It's important that you keep your knees bent and your weight forward on the balls of the feet. I'll talk about the 9 points here in a minute again. But as you do this, keep your waist sunk and your body as relaxed as possible. Now we're going into the building chi exercises. Here, I start with breathe the hands up in front of me. Reach the hands out like 2 wings and push it away. Push far, breathe in. Big full breath, stomach is big and round. Exhale, bring it down. Here we go again, breathe in. Send it out. Inhale, draw in. And exhale down. As this is a strength building exercise of Qigong, I breathe in and raise the palms. I imagine that I'm standing between 2 large mountains. My fingers reach out and start pushing the mountains. When my palms make contact, I push the mountains far away. Then I relax and draw the hands in. They form a ball again, right in front of the face. Exhale, bring it back down. And I breathe in again. Make a connection to the ground. Breathe in. Hands raise up. Turn the fingers and push to the sides. Fingers raise, palms push, stretch. Breathe in. Draw back and let it down. One more time. Breathe in. 2 palms, push open the mountain. Exhale out. Breathe in. And palms push down. Now same thing. From the lower abdomen, breathe in. Hands in front of your face, like looking out the window of life. Reach out, stretch your palms, push. Draw them back, breathe in. Exhale down, release. And again, breathe in deep and full. Bring in as much air as you possibly can. Hold it, and exhale slowly. Reach forward, lift the fingers, push the palms. Feel the energy flow from your palm. Breathe in, draw it back and hold a ball. Big, deep breath, exhale, down. Every breath is as big as you can. Keep the knees bent so you don't become dizzy or lightheaded. Breathing in, exhale slowly out. Breathe in. And exhale slowly down. And relax. This next exercise draws the hands to the waist. Breathe in, raise them up to the chest, exhale and spiral them out. Breathe in, open. Exhale, send them away. Breathe in, open big. Expand the chest, and then sink that energy down into the stomach and exhale. Inhale. Big deep breath, exhale. And once again. And exhale out. Last one. Expand the chest, clean like the big bear swimming in the water. Exhale. Stretches and expands the lungs. I breathe in again, hands come back up. Left hand shoots over to the side and thumb down. With the left side, I take a big deep breath. And I transfer the energy to the right side and send the right hand exhaling out. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Breathe in right. Exhale left. Breathe in left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Last one left. Breathe in left. Last one right. Breathe in right. Palms press down as you exhale slowly. Really stay bent. Hands come up and inhale once again. The golden eagle searches for his prey, reaches out and exhales, and then draws in with an inhale. Rubs against the kidneys on the back, pushes the wrist, and then hands leave the body and reach out like two huge wings. Spiral to the front, draw them in with the inhale. Rub the kidneys and back. Exhale all the way through. Then a big deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in and send it away. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, palms down, exhale. Hands once again come up. Right hand reaches back, rubs the back, comes out single, solo by itself, reaches all the way around, and then I inhale it in. And then I send the left hand exhaling out. And then inhale it, draw it back. These exercises teach us how to coordinate our hand movements and body movements in Tai Chi to our breath for each movement. It's not a good Tai Chi movement if the breath and the body don't move together. So as I inhale, it draws the hand towards me. Stomach big and round, I exhale and roll the hand and send it out. And then I draw it in. And each movement usually has a wonderful poetic name, such as this one is called the lion rolling the ball. Inhale. Right hand rubs back, and like a big cat playing with a ball of yarn, it draws in and passes the ball to the other paw and reaches out and rolls the ball. Breathe in. Send it out, exhale. And inhale. The hand curls back and reaches back and exhales in a big circle. And almost all Qigong movements have circles in them. Breathe in, and then exhale. Last one. Send it back. And inhale. And palms down. And once again, 3 big breaths from the elbows. This finishes the power training part of the exercise. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in big. And let it go. And on the end, gently spiral. Relax. Every spiral becomes smaller and smaller until you barely can see the arms move, but the hands are still spiraling. The last exercise is called white crane spreads the wings. We raise and lower on the heels and toes, and we spiral the body. White crane spreads wings. This is the finishing exercises. Breathe in, forms a ball, makes the Tai Chi diagram. One hand goes up, one hand goes down and back, and stretch. Then hold a ball again and breathe in. Curve the hands, and one up, one down, give it a little stretch. Curve the hands, hold a ball, and opposite extremes. One high, one low. Everything pushes to the farthest point it can. Just like stretching, taking an early morning yawn and stretch. Stretch and open the hands. And breathe in. And once again, stretch and open the hands. Press. Breathe in, holds a ball. Curve the palm up and down. Gentle stretch. Palms, hold a ball. Curve. Up and down, gentle stretch. Now, bring the hands forward. And light flashlights are on the center of your palms, and they're shining light down on the tops of your feet. Exhale. Lift your toes, and then rock gently forward. And then back onto your heel, and gently forward again. And back, and forward, and back, and forward. And lightly raising the heels and the toes and heels and toes and heels and toes. Hanging out in a gentle circle around the edge of your foot. Here I often tell my students, be careful, but lightly test your balance. In other words, I'm going way over to the rim of my foot as far as I can. Any further than this, and I'm going to have to step forward or fall down. When I go forward, I do the same thing. I test my balance right to the edge of my toes. Then way over here to the right side, and then back to the heel. And what I'm doing in this spiraling exercise is spiraling around the brim of my feet so I can feel exactly where the edges of my balance lie. And then as I spiral into the center of my foot, I know that this is where my foot is solid when I step down. I can feel the feet grip into the ground. The 9 nails are called this because they nail the stance and steps into the ground. They are the tips of each of the 5 toes. The point right behind the ball of the big toe called the bubbling springs point, the outside ball of the pinky toe, and the center of the heel. These 9 points are called the 9 nails. When we step in our stances and our movement, these 9 points should make firm contact into the ground. This will also be true whenever we do floating feet movements. Floating feet is where the foot is up on the toe, or on the heel, or suspended off the ground, in a golden rooster, or in a separating foot kick movement, where your foot's all rooted on one foot. The 9 nails will be very important there because that's what holds you glued to the ground by the weight of letting your body energy drop down into the sole of that foot, making good contact with those 9 points. This exercise of spiraling and spiraling in the opposite direction help us to establish that feel of the feet connecting into the ground. In Chinese internal martial arts, this is called rooting. Rooting is how you root yourself to the ground, so if you were using it as a self-defense art, opponent can't throw you down. As a health art, it's how we learn to like move and channel and circulate energy through the torso. So as that, and when you're doing your forms, it's how you maintain steadiness when you're performing your routines and going through the various steps. So this is an important part of learning Tai Chi too. I teach students that are in wheelchairs, have no legs, so they can't root in the traditional way, but they still can imagine that their energy drops down into the soles of their feet or into the base of their body at the lowest extremity. And they can still practice Tai Chi with the feeling of rootedness and still develop the same techniques even though they might not have limbs in the lower extremity. So there's people that can take this art and do marvelous things with it. Hands and feet, shake it out a little bit. And our last part of our exercise brings the hands up. And the right hand for men, left hand for women, goes over the top of the navel center. We press firmly and then do a gentle rub. Down from the left up to the right, 1, 2, and 3. It gets bigger. 4, 5, and 6. And again, 7, 8, and 9. At the bottom of the 9th one, it starts and goes the reverse direction. Starting from big, 1, 2, 3, smaller. 4, 5, 6, smaller yet. 7, 8, 9. Press over the lower abdomen, breathe in, release the hands, and exhale out. And lower abdominal rubbing I'll do occasionally throughout the Tai Chi exercises. One is it helps to move around any air that's trapped in the breathing passages. It also helps to improve digestion by lightly massaging the stomach. It helps to like massage and move undigested food around the digestional tract. And it also unblocks and unclogs energy in the torso area, which is around this kind of a way of self-massaging the main 5 organs of the torso: the heart, the liver, the kidneys, the lungs, and the spleen and or stomach. These are also, of course, related to the 5 elements. Hands and feet. I'm starting to do the form. This is the 8-step Tai Chi. I'm going to do each series lightly and easily. And as we go through each one, we will repeat each series left and right a few times. Then we'll start to connect the whole thing together. We'll do repetitions of the whole routine. Step up and out. The foot gently steps to the side. Arms round out, and there's a small rounding in the legs as well. The palms are hollow, and the thumb drops slightly into the center of the hands. When the hands come up, this is the inhale movement. When the hands come down, the exhale movement, and the palms come down to the waist with the fingers pointing straight forward. Relax, and let's do this again. Inhale. Exhale. And just like the Tai Chi002 set we did earlier, this is like sinking the chi to the dantian. Arms are rounded, palms breathe in. Pause at the top, then exhale, gently bend the knees and sink. Remember, you can make this exercise more intense by bending your knees more and putting more mental intense thought into the exercise. Inhale. So those that want to challenge, exhale and bend your knees just a little bit more. Relax. Breathe in. But keep in mind that Tai Chi also is about moving effortlessly. So again, don't put too much effort into the stress and strain of trying to hit each movement, making it too low. Breathe in again. Palms float up. Exhale. The energy sinks. The body lightly drops down. Knees bend. Relax, release, and do it again. Inhale. Floats up to shoulder height. Exhale, gently brings it down. Last one. Release. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand turns over. Right hand arcs back. Right hand pushes as the weight goes over the right side. This movement is called repulse the monkey. Right hand turns over 1. Left hand arcs back, and the arc is not at 6 o'clock. It's over here, somewhere around at the 45-degree corner. As I turn the waist, the weight sinks on the right side, and the left hand comes out, pushing. I'm turning on the central axis known as the Tai Chi pole. I breathe in, right side. Pull and push, exhale, weight goes to the right. Inhale, 1, 2, and turn for 3. Left hand 1, 2, and turn, and 3. Push right. Right hand 1, left hand 2. Weight goes on the left. The left hand pushes. Right hand pulls. Left hand 1, right hand 2, and pull and push on the center line, 3. Breathe in right. Raise the left. Exhale slowly as the weight turns to the left. Breathe in left. Arc the right hand. Exhale, push right. Breathe the right hand. Raise the left. Eyes gently follow the left hand. Now, eyes look at the left hand on the turnover, and they gaze back to the right hand, keeping the left hand within peripheral vision. As the weight shifts to the right, I turn on the central axis, and the right hand comes forward and out. Left hand draws back. Right 1, left 2, release and turn 3. Left 1, right 2, and send it out 3. Turn the palm, breathe in, eyes follow. Pause, and we're getting ready to change to the next technique. Right hand raised to the outside, weight shift to right. Left foot draws into the closed calf. Again, I can make this more difficult by bending the knees more and sinking the waist. Open the knee out and step on the heel. Sink it down as you brush the knee. Turn the waist, gently reach the right palm forward, settle the wrist, push the palm, and the wrist lightly flex at the end of the motion. When I look down, I should be able to see my toe over the top of my bow and arrow stance. The shin from ankle to knee is straight up and down. The back heel is pushed into the ground and the knee is slightly bent, as opposed to Kung Fu where the leg is locked and straight. In Tai Chi, we still have a bow stance, but the arrow leg is a little bit bent. The left hand wraps around the waist and presses down with the fingers pointing slightly forward. Palm part is facing towards the ground. Elbow is slightly bent, shoulder relaxed. The hand that comes forward for the pushing gesture is held in the lotus palm position, and it gently reaches with the fingertip, and as we relax and shift into the stance, you'll notice that this hand does not go farther than this toe, so I don't reach past the toe at all. It stays back. This is called moving in 6 harmonies. The hands and the feet are harmonized together. The elbows and the knees are harmonized together, and the shoulders and hips are harmonized together, so that the movements come out right and they match well. Sink back as I breathe in over the right leg. Left hand starts to do the inward circle. On count 2, the right hand arcs back. And on count 3, I shift into the bow and arrow stance, wrap and press. And once again, if I want to make this more intense, lower and extend the stance. And then maintain that through each exercise. Breathe in, raise up, bring it down, brush knee push. Inhale left, back right, count 2, brush knee push 3. I'm going to slide back up, make it a little easier. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm following my breath. So inhale is to sink back over the back leg, 60% of the weight. The right hand starts the first draw in circle. The right hand completes the inhale breath, and Then as I lock and hold, I exhale slowly and shift into the brush knee push move. 1, inhale. 2, 3. Sink back, breathe in, and send it out. And then draw back again, breathe in. 1, left, 2, right. Gently send it out. 3. Brush knee push. Back again. Inhale. 1, 2, and 3. Breathe in. 1, 2, and 3. Here's a couple mistakes you have to watch for. Shoulders having too much tension. Elbow and palm not aligned with the body. The arms are too stiff and too straight. Even the palms here are stiff and straight. That's too much. Okay? I'm leaning too far forward. Okay? There's also such a thing as like not going far enough too. This is the too far yin. This is the too far yang. You're looking for something that's well balanced right there in the middle. Here we go, left toe in. Left hand palm up. Right draws in. Close cat. Okay? Sink the waist. Step out right heel. Sink it down. Brush the knee. Turn. Gentle push. Lotus palm. Sink back 1, 2, 3. Over the left leg, right hand in 1, left hand up 2, brush knee, push 3. Sink it back and 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, lock and hold, then exhale. Draw back 60% of the weight over the left leg. Right hand circles. Left hand arcs. The hands flourish together and brush knee push. 1, 2, 3. Draw back. 1, 2, 3. Make this more intense by dropping, lowering the waist. Same move. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Back again. Inhale. Arc the palm. Brush knee push. Slide up a little. And nice and easy. 1, 2, 3. Your movements follow your breath. 1, 2, 3. Draw back. 1, 2, 3. And once more. 1, 2, and 3. Brush knee push. Right toe turns in. The hands swirl and turn over with right hand on top, fold elbow. Left comes underneath and caresses and embraces the ball, the universe, the Tai Chi sphere, whatever you would like to call this, rounded energy-like ball you're holding here, that you're holding empty force in. Open the knee, step back on your heel, gently sink it down, turn the waist, and gently extend the left hand with the eyes looking towards the center of the palm. Thumb is slightly pulled into the hand. Elbow is relaxed and hang down. Once again, the hand extends out but doesn't go much farther than the front toe. The back hand presses down with fingers pointing out and the palm heart facing down by the side of the waist, just like the brush knee push movement, but it's on the other side as you're gazing at the center of your palm. Heart horse's mane. Breathe in and sink back. Repeat the flow on this side over and over. Exhale out. Draw back, breathe in, and hold the ball. Gently send the waist open and turn out. There's a thing with using the hips and waist in Tai Chi. Hips and waist lead all movements. In arts like Bakwa, the movements are led by the steps. It's primarily a stepping art. In arts like Xingyi, it leads by the fist and palm, as it's primarily a striking art. In Tai Chi, it's an internal art, and so its movements are guided by the internal aspect of the hips and waist to control all the movements of the limbs. So as you breathe in, sink back, hold the ball, shift, let your waist whip forward, sink down, and send the hands out at the end. Inhale, breathe in, exhale, send it out. Soft and easy. Inhale, draw back, ball hold, send it out. Things to be aware of is your back heel presses down. In this particular action, our hips are what we call open. See how my hips, the relationship of my two hip bones? In brush knee push, my hip actually turned in to make brush knee push. But in part horse's mane, my hips are actually opened to the side. This creates a very long-looking movement. As I breathe in, it looks like I'm stretching out. And breathe in again, and hold the ball, sink, let the waist go, and then gently turn, part horse's mane. Watch out for hitchhiking thumbs that are too stiff sticking up. Simply bring your thumb and relax it and let it come inside your palm. And it'll make a nice palm there with this little action by itself. Toe in, left. Left hand holds the ball on top. Right foot draws in, knees bent, hold the ball. Step out and slightly back with your right heel. Caress the ball, turn the waist, and gently come out. Eyes looking at the center of the palm here. Here we go again. Sink back, left hand on top, breathe in. Exhale, out. Sink it back, inhale. Exhale, send it away. Breathe in, hold the ball, exhale out. Bring it back, inhale, send it out. Draw back, breathe in. If you can, see if you can lower your hips and make it more intense. Simply thinking about what you're doing, improving the intensity. This will make it harder by sinking and lowering and making it wider. Or easier by bringing it up and making it a little bit smaller. Don't put as much intent behind it mentally. So you can make it easier, make it harder according to your own needs. Exhale. By the way, too, for some of those that like things a little faster, you can do it with a whip. You don't always have to do Tai Chi slow, by the way. Right? And this starts to kind of talk about the martial side of things. Right? Go back and soft again. That was just an example of how you can make each of the movements there a little bit more intense by simply adding a whipping energy to each move and strike with what you're doing instead of floating it out there. Tai Chi needs that soft energy though. So it's always about softly moving and extending that energy out to the limbs. Last one. Breathe in. This is part the wild horse's mane. Now, right hand falls, left hand comes up. Eyes gaze at the center of the palm, thumb drops in slightly. It's a continuous ward-off technique. So I step up and let the hand float. I'm going to stand here for just a second and play the arms. Right hand, breathe in. And exhale, let it down. Now, left hand, breathe in. And exhale, let it go. And right hand, breathe in. And exhale, let it go. Whole body turns to the right. Follows it all the way to the left. Let it go. On the left side, right hand rises. It wards off. The elbow hangs down. The wrist is above. And here again, we have to watch out for hitchhiking, okay? Because it actually will look like hitchhiking, but it doesn't know which way you're going. So watch your thumb sticking up too much like this, okay? Relax your hand and let your thumb drop inside your palm gently. And you'll have a cloud-looking hand that looks like this and gently floats down. Then up again and step with left, right hand. So your step is always going to be opposite to the foot. Here, left hand, right step. When I step, I'm not foot to foot, I'm about a fist length away. I push the weight down, and the right hand comes up, and the left foot goes out. Then as the left hand comes up, it floats, right foot steps in. Right hand, left foot, steps out. Left hand, right foot, steps out. Okay? Now, if I went the other way, right hand, left foot, steps in. Left hand, right foot, steps out. The body turns and rotates from central axis, left with right. Right step, turn left. Left step, look at the right. Right step, look at the left. And breathe in and breathe out. Cloud hands. Okay? And it uses the stealth or side body stepping movement. Okay, from cloud hands, shake it out for a minute. Relax your shoulders and back. It's a good halfway point right there. Okay, about halfway in the series there. We'll link this and put this first 5 gestures together. And then we'll look at the second 5 gestures, and then this will give you an idea of the complete routine. So here we go from the beginning. And one left, one right for everything we've done so far. And then we'll connect the next set of techniques onto this one as we go again. So from standing in the ready position, hands hang at the sides and toes point forward. Relax and drop the knees. Weight shifts on the right foot. Slowly lift the left. Cover the foot. Step out to the side. Drop the whole sole of the foot down. Shift the weight and equal it so 50-50 goes over both legs. Round out the 2 arms and hollow the palms. Ready position goes to opening form. Opening form. Inhale and exhale. First technique, repulse monkey. 1, 2 on the inhale. 3, weight goes on right. Right hand 1, left hand 2, weight goes on left. Okay, and next posture, right hand comes up, left foot in, step heel, and brush knee push. Toe turns in, step up, step out, and brush knee push. Turn the hands all the way over, and right toe in, left foot draws back, opens the knee, sink it down, part the wild horse's mane. Left toe forward, right foot in, right heel out, part the wild horse's mane. Right hand falls, left hand comes up, cloud hand, right step. Right hand, cloud hand, left step. Cloud hand, right hand, or right step and left hand. Now at this, we're ready to go on to the next piece. The left hand curves in slightly. The right hand turns palm up. The weight's on the left leg. The right foot gently picks up, points the toe, gold rooster on one leg. Step down, spread your feet, grip with your toes, the 9 nails, hold your foot steady, press down, and golden rooster left. And here we go side to side. Step down softly, breathe in, press down. Raise up right, exhale, raise the knee. If you can, try to bring the knee higher than your hip. Step down, press the palm, lift, pick the knee up, point the toe. Down, press, raise up right, right leg, toe points, knee high. Step, breathe in, down, left, and left, gold rooster. Down, step, breathe in, then as I exhale, let all the weight go down on one leg. It supports your body and you stand like a gold rooster. Step, breathe in, press, stand, gold rooster. Step, breathe, press, rise, gold rooster. Breathe in, press down, palm floats, knee goes up, hold, tuck, point the toe. Softly down, press, grip with your feet, shift, exhale, weight and energy goes down the leg, stand on one foot. Down, breathe in and out. Gold rooster on one leg. After the gold rooster steps in the form, we're going to go to here. Step across, cross the hands, arc the hands open, and heel kick right. Then point the toe, cross step, cross the hands, and separating the feet and hands, left. Breathe in and breathe out. As I do this, I'm going to give you something to help you a little bit with what this exercise entails. Later on, I will use the chairs or some of the little apparatuses around the room here to give you like how to start to formally stretch. But the simplest stretch that students can work on is these three called the Phoenix stretches. The Phoenix stretch is to step forward with one heel toe pointing up. You're breathing in just like you do at the Tai Chi opening form. You pull your stomach in and your chest up, which is different than Tai Chi's relaxed chest. You're actually going to raise your chest, pull your shoulders back, and draw your abdomen in. Then as you exhale, you reach down and place your hand on your hip. Press on the knee, just above, and go walking down, hand, skip the knee, hand over hand, with your chin gently reaching towards your toes. Now, at this held point here, exhale, rock forward, bend your knees, breathe in, and come up. Your chin tucks down, and the ball of the foot presses. Stretch your ankle. Then release the chin, release your step, exhaling, stepping on the right foot, toe up. The name of this stance is called the swallow or 7-star stance. From this position, I breathe in, big, deep, and full. Send that energy not to my stomach, but send it all the way down into the sole of your foot, because that's where you need it. As I exhale, and you feel the tension in your leg, as you're walking hand over hand with your head up and back straight, stomach pulling in, you're reaching your chin towards your toe. Exhale the tension that you feel in the back of your leg. Then drop it, breathe in, and come up again through the legs. Chin tucks down, press on the ankle. Step forward once more, exhale. Breathe in. Stomach in, chest up, back straight, press on your hip. Hand walks hand over hand and skips the knee. Down the shin, I gently walk with my chin reaching towards my toe. Down, breathe in, heel press, chin tuck, step out, last one of these. Exhale. Inhale. Stomach in, chest out, hand over hand, skip the knee, hand over hand, walking gently down, chin reaching towards toe. Drop it, breathe in, and step sideways. As the chin comes up, the hands round out. Left hand in, right hand over, turn the toe up, breathe in. Left hand here, right hand over, and reach your ear towards your toe on the left side. Breathe in, roll the ball up, turn it over, and reach your right hand across as your left hand goes over and reaches your ear towards your right side. Do this one more time on each side. 1, turn toe, stretch, 2. Breathe in, turn it all the way over, toe up, exhale across the body, reach your ear toward your toe, and breathe into the center. A small straddle stance is both hands are really big. Exhale, press your palms down, keep your back straight, pull your stomach in, see if you can touch your toes. Those that go down, go look between your knees, hold, bend the knees, roll through the spine, and come back up. Inhale and exhale. Relax your feet together. Okay, that series of 5 postures, 2 forward, 2 to the side, 1 to the forward, double leg stretch. This is called the Phoenix stretch exercises. These exercises will improve this. Okay, so that's what it's for. It's to be able to help you with the hamstrings, the hips, and the legs. And then there's a thing with stability too. If you're watching these exercises carefully, you might have also noticed that you had to maybe fight with your balance a little bit before you could do the stretch. This exercise, because you're on one leg, you're also kind of working on your balance too. So as a balance exercise and as the supreme leg stretching exercise, there's nothing that can beat the Phoenix stretch. The ultimate goal is to be able to touch your head to your toe in the Phoenix stretch, okay? So that's your ultimate thing. And actually, the highest ultimate goal is put your chin to your toe, or what they call kiss your boot. And so that's the highest level of this particular exercise. So that's what you're working for, is to keep your chest up, back straight, and work. This stretch is so good that it stretches from the base of your skull all the way down to your Achilles tendon. The whole back side of your body is stretched, which this is where we gather a lot of stress and tension. And for those that have a hard time kicking any higher than their hip height, it's usually because of tight hamstrings. This is a perfect exercise to loosen up those hamstrings. Now, the reason I also mention this is because my teachers and their teachers before, some of these masters lived well over their hundreds, 113, 14, 18, 17, or how old my teachers have lived, okay? And they do these exercises daily. And as that, they consider this one as one of the best exercises to prevent, as we get older and older, the hunching effect that comes from our legs and our back failing us as we get older. So this exercise is what keeps us nice and straight. So I encourage you to, if you're young, take up the exercises now and get to the point where you master them. Once you can do your head to toe stretch, then you can usually do the splits without having to warm up or any type of other stretches. And that kind of concept of keeping your stomach in and back straight helps to stretch not only the legs, but all of the spine as well, as my head is reaching forward as I touch my toe, right? So it's reaching out like that. This is a great exercise. It's the best flexibility exercise for the back of the body, the backs of the legs, the hips, waist, shoulders, and back, all the way up to the neck. My teachers at 78 were still bouncing around like little kids out in the yard. And so they were testaments to these exercises having benefits up into advanced age. Now my teacher's 89, and the students that study with him, and he lives in the mountains in Minnesota, say that they still have a hard time like reining him in, because they turn him loose in the yard and he'll start hopping and jumping. He'll do 10 or 15 martial art forms, one right after another. Then he'll do 10 rounds of Tai Chi. And he's 89 now. So he's doing good in that. And they, like I said, the students there have to kind of tell him to slow down at times because he's so intense. But that's a testament to how good his martial arts were and how proven his martial art stretching and flexibility techniques. He's got a straight back and he looks like he's in his 60s. Okay. When we go to the next exercise, here we go. I'm going to turn my right toe slightly to the corner. I'm going to step over with my left toe. Okay. This makes a cross stance. My knee is slightly over the foot, and I'm crossing my hands. Right hand's on the outside. The two palms arc out and open. This hip and shoulder will match my foot, knee, and ankle as I kick with the right foot. I point the toe, I cross step it, I cross the hands, I arc them open, and this left shoulder will match the hand, elbow, and foot, hip, knee, and ankle on the other side. Okay? Now I'm going to stand still and just go side to side. Cross, breathe, shift your weight back left, open, exhale, 1. Step down, cross, breathe, shift back on right foot, arc the hands, open, and heel kick, 2. Pull the toes back gently, breathe in, shift, cross hands. Arc the hands open, lift the foot, and gently extend the leg. Pull the toes back, point the toes down. Step, shift, lightly on the left, the weight centers on the right, arc the hands open, and gentle kick. Point the toe, release the foot, step down, good balance, cross the hands, gentle pivot to the right, arc the hands, right kick. And here, I'm going to go just a little bit higher with my hand, with the kick. Slide back, breathe in, see if I can lift the knee just a tiny bit higher, and then extend the leg. Ideally, the perfect version of this Tai Chi kick would be approximately your own hip level. It doesn't have to be above the hip or at heart level or shoulder level. It just has to be level to the hip, about here. And that's considered a good version of this particular kicking gesture. Breathe in, breathe out. Exhale, push the foot. Gently let it down and out. If you need to, though, you always can lower the kick according to your own needs. And again, if you struggle a little bit with balance, it's best to keep the kick kind of low at first. And as you get better, then you can raise it higher. Okay? And breathe in, shift, and kick, separating the feet right. Let the knee flex, step down, cross hands, shift, lightly drawing back on what we call a cat stance or empty step. Arc the hands open and heel kick. Gently bring it in, toe points down, relax. Now here I'm going to do a couple crossing ones. Left foot, cross steps over the right. The knee of the right is right over the ankle. The hands cross in front of the chest. Hands arc out and kick right heel. Toe points, cross in front of left. Knee over the top of the ankle. Cross the hands, arc the palms open, heel kick, left. Bring it in, cross again if you can. Cross hands, and kick. Down, then inhale and exhale. Relax. Separating the legs. One of the more, that and Golden Rooster are the two major balance exercises that you have to work on. So these are good to, also if you need to, have a small counter or chair or table, as long as you don't knock things over, that you can put next to you while you practice these, just to be able to sustain your balance if you feel you're a little shaky or wobbly. Don't hold your energy in your upper two dantians. There's 3 dantians. One is here between your eyebrows. The second one is second here on the solar plexus area. The third one is 2 inches below your navel. When we oftentimes are off balance, it's because these two energy floats up to these 2 points and it makes us top heavy. So we often are off balance because we've got too much energy in the upper 2 points. Think of relaxing and dropping your energy down from here to here and down into here, and you actually become more stable. Also for people that sometimes, again, as we get older too, it's very common for people to break their hips and or legs from falls. I had a family member just happened not long ago, and actually after she got through rehabilitation, I actually showed her stability exercises to help her work on her stability. She had actually fell on her hip, and her hip was so brittle that the femur shattered like 5 times. She had to have a whole series of pins to hold her leg together. But she's doing much better now, and she's working on these stability exercises. And so those things of being able to drop your energy to your lower abdomen is very important for the rooting process, but also when we fall. Now, one of the things I often tell students that if we trip or get snagged on like maybe electrical cord, or maybe there's something in the grass that we trip over and we start to fall, please try not to stiffen up when you fall. If at all possible, see if you can relax and become like a piece of tissue paper falling to the ground. Just let everything bend, let all your joints relax, and let everything just fold and become natural when just like you're sitting down on the ground. You know, if you stiffen up in the fall, you actually oftentimes hurt yourself more. And this is the concept of Tai Chi. Instead of stiffening and becoming hard when we break something, why not become soft and release and let everything go? Let gravity naturally take its effect by simply letting our joints fold and bend. So if I snag my foot, instead of stiffening and reaching and falling for the ground where I would take a much harder fall, I snag my foot, I let myself fall in place, and I just let myself crumple down. You'll find that the fall is much easier. So this is some advice for you if you ever snag your foot or fall. Think of the Tai Chi principle of release, let go, don't stiffen up, don't become hard. Don't become afraid of the ground kind of becomes your friend and you're just coming down to meet it, okay? And in those ideas, you change the idea of how we're gonna fall, and it prevents from bad falls, okay, later on. Tai Chi has what we call push hands as a exercise for 2 partners, in that because of it is training some aspects of martial arts, students have to learn to sometimes fall correctly too, and they use the Tai Chi principle, fall by simply letting go, and they find that they don't take hard falls, they actually fall softly, and they're able to condition themselves to be able to take the fall by relaxing and letting go of everything. So some pieces of advice, same thing here, release, let go. In the kicking technique, we have the left and right side. I'm coming out of the kick, the left hand's going to go to the top, the right hand's going to go to the bottom. The right foot draws in, and I'm going to start on this side first, and I'll go back because this exercise goes side to side. We're going to start on this first 4 flows. These are the first, they're the most important aspect of YangStyleTaiChi. They're the core or the key movements of this style. From the hold the ball gesture, we reach out like we've got a small bird in our right hand. Our heel will be slightly up, our toes up, heel down. In my left hand, when I reach out, I imagine that I'm stroking the bird's tail as I gently stretch forward. It's not as big as wild horse's mane. The arms are more rounded, and the hand is more in front of my chest, and the hand drops right here by the side. This becomes grass sparrow's tail. This is the posture for grass sparrow's tail. And then we shift forward and stroke the bird's tail, and we move into the movement called ward off. At the top of that, the hands turn over. Sink the hips back and draw back and reach out to the far corner. This is the movement of roll back. In rolling back, you oftentimes stretch way far back, and when you go forward again, you actually make the movement much shorter. So shortening, moving forward. We join the 2 hands where the palms caress the center of the palm of each hand. The elbows are kind of round. Right hand is more horizontal than left. And it's not an arm thing with my arms. It's relaxing using the waist and legs to press. In the 4th action, we reach out, sink back and tilt the toes up and push against the ground. And then we push forward, but not really forward. Our energy is actually thinking that we're going up towards the center of the ceiling at a 45. This is what uproots the opponent, pushes him off his feet. Then we sink back, and I'm going to do the other side. Right toe in, left hand waves to my friend in the corner, left hand comes back and caresses the bottom of the ball, left foot draws into closed cap, right hand turns over at the side. And step out, grass sparrow's tail posture, shift forward, ward off posture, reach up, first part of roll back, stretch it way back to the corner, second part of roll back, join the hands to the center and gently press, reach the hands out, sink back and push down against the floor, shift and push out. And here we go. Left toe, wave right. Right foot draws back. Ball holding, close cap. Right heel step and ward off 1. Breathe in. Exhale, roll back 2. Stretch it way back. 3, breathe in, gentle press. Reach out, breathe in, push down, and out, push. Right toe turns in, left hand wave to my friend. Hold the ball, draw the leg open and heel step. Hold a small bird in my palm, ward off 1. Breathe in, reach up, roll back 2, stretch way back to the corner. Turn softly to the center and press with the legs 3. Reach out hands, draw back, push down, rock forward, push out, push. Left toe, right hand wave. Right hand back to hold the ball on the bottom, right foot in. Right heel step and grass sparrow's tail to ward off. Turn the palms up, continue to roll back, dragging back. Join the hands together, turn the waist, and gentle press. The arms don't move very much. Open the hands, sink back, tilt over the back leg, push down against the ground and push out. And left hand waves right toe in. Left draws back, ball hold. Turn and hold the ball and ward off 1. Come up and roll back 2. Come in, press for 3. Reach out and draw back down and out for 4. Wave hands right. Pull it back, hold the ball. Step out, hold, and grass sparrow's tail. Stretch it forward to ward off. Hands go up, gently roll back. Join the hands, gentle press from the waist and legs. Stretch it out, draw back, push down, push out. Wave, left, hold the ball left, underneath. Step left, join the hands, ward off 1, breathe in, roll back 2, send it back, join hands 3, send it out, stretch it out, and draw back, push down, push out, and then wave right, and caress the ball, and step out for grass sparrow's tail, and shift forward to ward off, bring it up, and down and back, join the hands, and gentle press, float the hands apart, shoulder height, push down, and up with your push aimed towards the ceiling. Here again, circle and in. If I want to make it harder, I drop the stance down. And I step out without raising the head. 1, ward off, up, 2, back, 3, turn, press, forward, reach out, trip down, push. Wave right, left toe in, right foot back. And again, I'm in a low posture. Grass sparrow's tail, 1, turn, roll back, 2, join hands and press, 3, reach out and draw back and down and forward. and then waving, and I come up in a smaller, higher posture. Forward off, 1. Up, back, 2. Still stretch it way back though. Turn, 3. Reach out, soft and easy. 4, with a push. Wave, right toe, or right hand, left toe, right foot, right toe back, and forward off. 1, up, roll back, 2, back, stretch it way back, come in, 3, press, reach out, 4, down, and out. Come to the center. Over the right side, embrace tiger. Slide in, and return home to the mountain. Over the left side, embrace tiger. It's like you're hugging your knee. Then slide in, raise the arms, step out, middle finger slides along middle finger, thumbs are tucked in. The arms and posture is rounded at the end. Here again, step out, embrace the tiger. Slide in right, raise the hands, and step out, and round out the arms. Elbows hang below the palms. Thumbs are pulled down. Here I go to the left side, reach out, embrace the tiger, which is like embracing your own knee. Slide in left, step up and out. The hands come up and middle finger slides along middle finger. The thumbs round down and the arms round out. Closing form. Breathe in, left foot, left hand on top, it exhales right down the center to the dantian point at the belt level, wraps around your belt, stands up from the knees and pushes the palms down,